What's good, everybody? It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. And we got why the Super Bowl chose Kendrick and not Lil Wayne. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video. OG members, new members, what's good with you? How you doing? What's your plans for the weekend? Let me know in the comments. Now, there's been a lot of talk. There's just been a lot of talks. There was even the talks like Mao, OVO Mao is just all like, Drake turned down the Super Bowl a bunch of times. This, who cares? Like this wasn't a Kendrick performing over Drake type of thing. Nobody cares that Drake isn't performing at the freaking Super Bowl. This was more so for me, at least. It was just the fact that Kendrick would be performing, thus more than likely doing Not Like Us, thus directly shitted on Drake. That's the only thing as far as Drake. So I don't even understand why Drake is really brought up in the conversation other than that. But when it comes to Lil Wayne, this is where things get interesting. I was looking at this video and D1 was saying that Lil Wayne doesn't deserve to perform at the Super Bowls because it's just all like the subject matter of Lil Wayne's content. And there's a point there. And then we got to look at things as far as corporate powers, different things to be. But Fabulous also said something that was very, very interesting. It's just like, yo, Jay-Z's like the face of the joint. There's panels and committees that go forth, and it was said that Jay-Z or the New Orleans in general, as far as the committee wanted him. And now there's this whole other conspiracy where the mayor is from LA, and that is why they picked Kendrick Lamar. I think it's way more simple than that. Kendrick has had an amazing year that people like to downplay the fact that he had the top selling freaking tour. It just sweep that under the rug. But this whole be broken down pretty dopely. So we're going to look at some of that here, and I'll leave his full video in the description if I don't go through it on this whole whatchamacallit, because again, we want to make sure that we're not just jacking people's whole content, you know what I mean? So I try to get something of it and then let y'all go see the rest so you're able to support this content creator as well. But either way, link will be in the description.
So, Kendrick Lamar is performing at the next Super Bowl, but some people aren't very happy about it.
They
I
are
know what you're thinking.
pissed.
Oh, because of the whole Drake situation. Well, not quite. It's because of this guy, Lil Wayne. See, Lil Wayne had a problem. The next Super Bowl is going to be in Lil Wayne's hometown of New Orleans. He's been very vocal about how he wants to perform there. Now, some of you may not know this, but Lil Wayne was the biggest rapper in the world for many years. So it was surely a possibility. So the people in New Orleans said, yeah! The Super Bowl said, yeah! Just kidding. He chose Kendrick.
Just kidding.
I don't know, ask Jay-Z. Ah, yes, that Jay-Z, the only Jay-Z. Because he is the one who chooses directly who is performing in the Super Bowl. And this happened because after the Colin Kaepernick thing, the NFL asked Rihanna to perform. She said, in her words, I couldn't care to perform. The NFL chooses Maroon 5, it was a disaster, Jay-Z steps in, and the halftime show is good again. So Jay-Z's response to Lil Wayne not performing was, nothing, because he don't respond. So people come up with their own conclusions. Nicki Minaj's was Jay-Z has a problem with Birdman.
And Birdman and all of them were crashing the F out. And I think Nicki Minaj, this particular tweet that he showed, I think she went and edited to remove Jay-Z's name. But it's just all like, yo, y'all are doing the most. And then it was very interesting because of the Birdman's whole situation with Cash Money not paying people a little weight and everything like that. So it's just very, very interesting. And on top of every single thing, to me, it's kind of upsetting because this is, I don't want to make it a race thing or whatever, but it's like, are people like, what are we doing? I'm sitting up here and see a black mayor of Louisiana I'm seeing Jay-Z, president of doing, XYZ. I'm seeing Kendrick Lamar, killing it. Lil Wayne's greatness being brought back up. This is amazing, on the optics of like all of this great black success. But oh my goodness, there are aspects that make me just shake my head. I'm just all like, yo, what are we doing? And then Nicki Minaj trying to make this, denying a young black man what he's rightfully put in this game for no other reason. And it's just all like, yo, really? Like there could be no other reasons on why Lil Wayne. And then on top of that, like I said, as far as in my video about Kendrick, announcing this, I'm just like, it would not be surprising if Kendrick brought out Lil Wayne. So Lil Wayne, he should be hitting up Nicki Minaj, Birdman, all them, be like, shut the up before you ruin my dang on chance. Like, come on. Like, it's just all like, he's this grown man, and you got Nicki Minaj crashing the F out, like crashing out. I saw the tweet. I'm just all like, shut up, Nicki. Like,
Drake
damn.
and Nicki Minaj. Now I need you to listen because here's where it starts to connect. First of all, notice she did not say hatred for Lil Wayne. That's important because Birdman, Drake, and Nicki Minaj all have their separate problems with Jay-Z. Second of all, they were all part of the same label at one point and were like a family. But the family broke down a little bit, and Jay-Z is a big part of that story. This guy named Birdman signs Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne signs Drake and Nicki Minaj. Come to find out, Birdman doesn't pay anybody. That's why Drake and Pusha T got into it. Yeah. Birdman didn't pay for a beat. Pusha T is his friend, says, screw you, Birdman. Lil Wayne says, don't talk about Birdman like that. Pusha T says, screw you, Wayne. Drake says, screw who? Again, screw like a family. Remember when I told you Lil Wayne was one of the biggest rappers in the world? Jay-Z wanted to sign him, but Jay-Z knew how close Lil Wayne and Birdman was, so he says, hey, Birdman, I'm gonna ask Lil Wayne. Birdman gets pissed, saying, why would you even try that? Jay-Z says, hey, Lil Wayne, you wanna sign to my label? Lil Wayne says, I'm gonna stay loyal and sign to Birdman. But I remember how I told you Birdman don't pay nobody? Birdman basically gives Lil Wayne nothing, and Birdman's excuse was, I took Lil Wayne and his mom out the trap. So Birdman steals $100 million from
that
Lil
is
Wayne.
The wildest thing. Like, for you to sit up there and be like, because I took you out of this, I am going to steal $100 million from you. And that's all not included anything prior. And it's just all like, you gotta understand the mentality of people who are in those particular type of situations. And it's just all like, sir, you know what I mean? Like, what? He's just all like, yeah, you know what I mean? I made a good decision by getting you out the hood, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to pay me forever. Like, what? Before we get into that, this video is sponsored by me. Hey, if you want to dive into new music, I have a catalog. Yeah. These are not singles, these are albums. But more recently this year, I did release an album called Tame Chaos. So you can listen, stream, download, purchase, all of that in the link in the description. And just, check it out because I want to see if people are actually seeing this and going to the site. So anyways, guys.
Lil Wayne was supposed to use to start his own label. So with no money, Lil Wayne gave you Nicki Minaj, Drake, and Tyga, some of the biggest rappers to date. And the sad part is you can argue they got so big because of what happens next. Lil Wayne finds out all that money is being stolen from him. He says, screw you, Birdman.
Screw you, Birdman.
You can't release music. So the #1 rapper in the world, Lil Wayne, was not able to release music. Drake becomes the #1 rapper, but it's way more complicated than that. Yeah. Regardless, Jay-Z pops in and says, you need some help, Lil Wayne? So Lil Wayne teams up with Jay-Z. They sue Birdman. Lil Wayne gets like $50 million. Some people believe that Jay-Z helps artists out with their label problems so he can sign them to management deals. Jay-Z's done this for Lil Uzi Vert. He's done this for Megan Thee Stallion. And boom, here's where it all connects. Remember, Jay-Z has helped out Lil Wayne. Birdman gets pissed. He's helped out Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj gets pissed because she believes that Megan Thee Stallion was trying to take her spot in rap and Jay-Z's team was trying to help her do that.
That is crazy. There's certain people I'm just all like, yo, get off of your high freaking horse You mean you're the only female rapper that can be in the game? There's just certain things that is just weird. Nicki Minaj is one of those people who just I'm not the type of person to want to censor people, but there are certain people just Kanye, certain people Trump, like they just need to have before they send out a tweet, someone who is unbiased be like, nah, you can't put that out. Seriously, like, no, 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 no. Don't put that shit out.
But the truth is, all of this is much bigger than that. It's about business. And
Yep.
that's why Drake got pissed. Because after Jay-Z helps out these artists, he doesn't ask them to sign to his label. He just asks for a favor. And his request to Lil Wayne was to release his next album on something called Tidal, which was a streaming platform that Jay-Z owned. Lil Wayne
Yep.
says, of course, I got you. Jay-Z then asks Drake. Drake says no and signs with Apple Music for $40 million, which apparently pissed Jay-Z off. So Nicki Minaj and Birdman, by the way, are saying this is Jay-Z's way of taking revenge. But regardless, people sign up to Tidal because of Jay-Z's connection with rappers. He sells Tidal and Jay-Z gets millions. Now, when I say he asked for a favor, that don't mean he just asked for a favor. It's more like he discovered Rihanna, they're tight. He says, hey, can you perform at the Super Bowl? Rihanna's never gonna say no. I also want you
Okay, so I'll leave this full video. Well, I mean, it's almost done. Let's go ahead
understand
and
that he
see
could
it.
truly be helping out artists from the kindness of his heart and just ask for favors when he really needs a favor. So as you can tell, he has a business mind, which finally brings us to Kendrick Lamar. As you can imagine, all that stuff I just mentioned puts Lil Wayne in a weird spot, right?
Yep.
He was a legend that suddenly had to stop releasing music, so he's still relevant in many spaces, but maybe not all the spaces. You want to know who's relevant in all the spaces, though?
Kendrick
Coming
Lamar
off one of the biggest years in rap history with a few singles means
slaying
everyone will watch the show.
Drake.
But that's not even the reason. He was always going to be able to do this. Because the man is a performer
He's
whose
a
last
great
tour
performer.
broke the record
Exactly.
for most ticket sales in rap history. And since he's already shown he can do the Super Bowl, since he's playing on all the radio, since it's on Black History Month, the decision was probably easy for Jay-Z to make. But that does not mean Lil Wayne can't perform at another Super Bowl. It just has to make sense. Lil Wayne's words were, I hope I do enough this year to perform. Because he understands what it takes for a rapper to perform. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, Mary J, 50 Cent, all need to be together so people would watch, because y'all not buying Lil Wayne tickets. Y'all not streaming his songs. So maybe next time, because Lil Wayne is definitely a legend and he for sure got the hits.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree. I do agree that Lil Wayne should at some point perform, get his own thing. But like I said, I do think that Lil Wayne's gonna come out during Kendrick's set. Like I think that even if he doesn't, I think that he is though, and it's just interesting, like the crash out that so many people were having on Jay-Z. But you got to understand the business aspect of it. The way that he lined this up as far as Black History Month, crazy year in general, best tour, already having experience in the Super Bowl by performing during Dr. Dre's thing, so it all lined up. And if you can't, like, it's so funny how people were so hype about Kendrick Lamar, but now they don't like him because he's going to be performing at the Super Bowl instead of Lil Wayne. Oh man, people are finicky. I don't even like what? People are so weird. It's so weird. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. The way that I would say that there's little underlining, tension as far as with that, but I don't think that Jay-Z snubbed Lil Wayne. I don't think Jay-Z ultimately, like, this was a business move, and you can't deny it. Kendrick completely destroying it, so it makes sense. It makes sense. As much as you can be a fan of Lil Wayne and be a fan of Kendrick and be excited for Kendrick and be like, I mean, it sucks, but hopefully Lil Wayne, gets out there, soon. So, people need to chill with that shit. But anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's Mr. Composition, the MC that writes fiction. Back at it with another reaction. Make sure to like, subscribe, notification bells on so you don't miss when I drop a new video on the road to 5K. Check out the description for my music, books, comics, and more. All right, y'all. Peace.